Good morning, YouTube. I'm Zachary Fowler, and this is intro to Reed Boat. I did it. It took me 2 weeks, but I finally did it. I built the Reed Boat, and after we have a little palather here for a couple minutes, I'm going to release the video live, and you can see it yourself. It ended up being, man, I had been up all night editing it, and the video ended up being like 30 minutes long, but that's my Christmas present to you guys for all you're watching. It turned out so good. It was amazing. I just wish I had more time to edit it so I could have like done some just a couple more tweaks. But I'm never happy. I'll like every time I put out a video, I wish I had done a couple more things. Merry Christmas, everybody. I think you're really gonna love this one. It was quite the look at it. That's it right there. That's the thumbnail for the video. I'll release it in 10 minutes. Man. I was out there the other day, you know, because it took so long to put this whole thing together. And I went out there and I paddled through the ice down in Camden, here close to where I live here in the ocean. It was wild. So, yeah, wow. Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks for all the views this year. I'm gonna take a Christmas vacation. I'm gonna head to Vermont after I'm done here with the live stream and posting the video. I'm gonna go to Vermont with my littles and see Grandpa and Grandma there, or my mom and dad. Grandpa and Grandma as the kids call them. And have Christmas there with my mom and dad and the littles. And yeah, I think I might put out a video this Christmas vacation week, but I probably won't. I think I'm just going to take a vacation. I got a bunch of stuff cached that I could put something out, but I think we're just going to have fun and relax. And so it probably won't be until maybe a week and a day or two from now before I put up another video. Unless I stumble across something I just want to do and I can't resist it. But so I'm probably going on Christmas vacation. If I could stick to that, my family will appreciate it. But they sleep so much compared to me. Since I'm always up like crack of dawn at 4 or before the crack of dawn, and so, you know, I might end up just editing and putting out another video anyways. But this is my time to myself. It's kind of the weird thing about all this. You know, it's like, oh, the cool thing. You know, it's like I'm not really I'm not working a job anymore. My whole job is like build whatever I want to build when I want to build it, you know, and that's the adventure, is building it and then getting to make these cool YouTube videos and the cool edits. I had so much fun with my buddies the other day doing the just playing a game of pig, which is just like playing a game of horse with basketball, but we played with the slingshots and the blowgun, and that video just turned out great. It was just, I played with some new whip things, like when you're filming and you whip the camera away and you whip it back on the next person for the next shot. It looks like it's almost a seamless transition. It's kind of neat. Some of the transitions in that last video were just so unreal. It's like how did that person move from here to here? They didn't. The camera did it. It moved and the person was just there in the same spot as the other person was. It's pretty neat. So I had fun with that, and we had fun shooting the slingshots and blowguns and stuff. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Stop working and start eating. I have been eating. I'm just starting yesterday. I took a break from the ketogenic diet because my mom, it just breaks her heart to make all those apple pies and cookies. And she makes these graham cracker cookies that have like chocolate chips and nuts on them. And then they're glazed with like a sugar butter glaze. And then you freeze them. And they're like on a graham cracker, and they're so good. And Buckeyes at Christmas time, my mom's Buckeyes, it's like yum, right? Yeah. Not you put something out. I will. Yeah, I'm not complaining. If I build it, you'll watch it. Did you regret leaving your wife for 87 days? No, I didn't. I don't regret it. Did you expect her to leave the yurt? Where you upset at her? No, because she was, she lost her brother. She went away and stuff, and so yeah, it was, everything's going the way it's supposed to. I figure God's got us in His hands, and I trust Him to hold on to me and my family. Uh, Love the show. What you're doing with the since then. Keep it up. Thank you. I will. I'll keep it up. The 87 Days series is gonna start a new kind of a development in the new year here, because we've touched on all. I mean, there's still a million things I've done out there that you haven't seen yet, and but I think I'm gonna start. For me, I don't want it to get boring. So I think there's a lot of new things that I've learned about and read about since I've been home that I want to experiment with. And so I think the 87 Days series, the new shelter, I'm going to stay out there some this winter, do some ice fishing, things that I didn't do out there in Patagonia, things that I didn't even think of until I've been back now. So it's going to be getting into grounds of practicing and preparing to go on All-Stars should that ever get a chance to do that. And they always do that with these kind of shows, have an All-Stars. And so I'd love to go, on an All-Stars show. Something. If you have a question, leave it short and put 2 question marks at the end. I can I can live without my coffee. I just don't choose to right now. No, I'm not going to. I crossed my mind a couple times, like, do I want to be ultra healthy? Like I just go so healthy that I'm look down on people that drink coffee and be like, you're an addict, But no, I love coffee. I just have it on camera more than I actually drink it as much. But so this one was pretty neat. Running out of things to say. I just looked at pictures of Reed boats because I didn't. One thing I really like about doing new things is I don't want to overlearn something before I do it, because then I miss the opportunity of learning something with my hands and learning something new. So the Reed boat, I only looked at a couple pictures years ago, and then I looked at a couple pictures quickly online, and then just kind of came up with how mine would look and put it together. I didn't watch YouTube videos on how they did it. I didn't want to learn about what knots they were using and how they were doing it. So when you're watching the video today, you'll probably notice that I'm like, oh, and this is how I developed my little tool for working on this, and oh, I just made this for doing this part of the boat. And I'll post a picture tomorrow or the next day. I'll take it before today, and of all the items that went into building this boat. There was only like the two little jig things that I made, like sticks for working it, and like my knife and the 2 different kinds of line that I used. I think that was it, like 5 items altogether. So I'll post a picture of that on YouTube. They got that new thing where you got community. If you guys haven't seen that, it's like, if you go and you're like, oh, I want to click on his video, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not a video at all. It's just a photo with you can give a thumbs up. It's kind of a new thing that YouTube's doing. So I'll post a picture of all the items that I used to build this with. So did you have to check for time so they could check if you were... Yes, there was a med check. They talk about that on the show too. You see them come, that's the med check at the end. That's why I wasn't surprised that they were there. I didn't know that they were, I thought like they were coming to med check me, and maybe I was gonna be like yanked, because I had a med check the day before. So you never knew when that med check wasn't gonna be just a med check, and it might be the end of your stay, or they might be there to tell you that you won, and they had such doer faces on. I thought it was all over, and then my wife snuck up behind me and said, "You won, it's over. You can go home. You're half a millionaire. You out stubborned them all." What does this say? Do you prefer steel or ceramic slingshot? Steel. I always shoot steel ammo. I do. I have been shooting some of this stuff outside. That's in one of my videos. You can see it. I'm shooting stuff out of the air. My last Guinness World Record trying to build up thing. I'm shooting some stuff out of the air. I'll release today's 87-day video. The boat was successful. If you've just tuned in I don't know, 10 minutes, let's say, 10 minutes. At 9:55, we'll do it, all right? We'll put it up. Till then, we'll blather, and then I'm heading to Vermont for Christmas. Gonna take a week off if I can help it. If not, maybe a video will pop up that I couldn't resist editing, because everybody sleeps so much, and I'm awake at 4:15 and in the bed after everybody else. So, what was your favorite thing you crafted on? My favorite thing? Maybe the rake. That's something we should revisit. Oops, hold on. My little heater turned. I got a little office heater. I don't know if it's blowing out the audio, but I made a rake on a loan. If you go on my website, fowlersmakerymischief.com, you can see there's a photo page, and I have pictures of like the stuff that I made out there all kind of laid out, and you can, you know, zoom in on the photos and stuff. And I believe on there, it should be, the rake is on there. And that thing was so cool. It was out of the bamboo, 'cause the shelter was awesome. You know, if the bamboo had been hollow, I would have built a boat like this. Probably wouldn't have been able to bend it that much unless I heat treated it. But the rake had bent tines. It looked like a professional rake from the store. I gave it to my dad for Christmas last year when I had gotten home. And let's see if I can find it. It's up here. So, I mean, it was just such a unique thing. I put stakes in the ground and then heat bent the tines just like the one in the store, and I carved a notch at the back so they could go together like a kind of like a Japanese fan. They splayed out and attached to the handle, and the thing worked awesome. I used it a lot, and it was so cool. No, I don't see it in the photo gallery. I'll have to look into that and add it. That was one more video I wanted to make sure I made in the 8070s series, and that was one that I wouldn't very easily be able to build with the resources I have here in Maine. I'd probably have to purchase some materials to do that. I'm thinking about doing filming at least a video while I'm in Vermont to work on when I get back here, because there's no dollar stores here, but in Rutland, where my parents live, there's a dollar store, and so everybody's been doing these dollar store $10 survival things. So I'm gonna do a good Fowler version spoof one, and I don't know what I'm gonna get, but I can just imagine some really great silly stuff that I can actually still survive with and go out and spend a night with them. So I've been thinking about that ever since I seen like Joe Robinette and all these people like doing these, you know, all right, get a full tang knife. We got this good full tang knife from the dollar store. Make sure you get one with a full tang, you know, a big kitchen knife, and they're like all like super serious about it. And it's just a ridiculous concept, I feel. Merry Christmas. If you're just tuning in, I will release the Reed boat. It did come. I did make it. It is awesome. And in less than 10 minutes here. And we are going to pop that video up so you guys can all see it. And then I'm off to Vermont for Christmas time. Take a week off. Dollar store in Rockland. I don't think is there a dollar store? I thought it was a Family Dollar. Like it's cheap junk, but it's not actual dollar stuff. Because we just got the Family Dollar up here in Union, and I went in there, and it's just basically like a Costco's or a Walmart, you know, illegitimate child of a Walmart or something, you know. And I didn't get a chance to film the Lars Fowler Anderson one yet, the slingshots. I got some of the materials to be able to do it, some balloons that I'll shoot and stuff, do the same trick shots that he does with his bow, but with my slingshot, so I'm looking forward to that. But probably gonna, just for the most part, take a week off right now. It's been quite the adventure this year. Thank you guys so much for all the views and the new subscribers, and you know, and the sharing the videos. Are you going to build the sides on the boat? I was gonna I'm not sure. I saved the Reed bundles. I didn't put side rails on. I had like gunnels like wrapped and everything, but I ran out of time, and it was fine without it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to build them or not now, or if I'm going to put them halfway down so they kind of make it float a little higher. I want to take it in the river run in the spring that they do in the St. George River here, which is like wicked crazy. You know, it's just tons of people and tons of fun, and the water's real high, and you zip right along. So I'm going to get a good dry suit on for that, though. I got one. I just didn't wear it the other day. Didn't really need it. It was raining pretty hard and stuff. Shouldn't make a survival school. I thought about doing a survival school, but this survival school is a lot of work. You get wrapped up in it, and then you just like maybe doing like 3 or 4 classes a year once I have some help, more help. I've picked up help recently. My buddy Chris, he is great guy. He's been helping me out. You know, I can't remember. I asked him to somebody to come help me cut some reeds for the shelter a couple weeks ago. And we've been hanging out ever since. He comes over and shoots the slingshot, and he's going to be beating me with the slingshot before too long. You know, you saw it in the last video. That was Chris, and he is, the guy's like wailing away on the target. Like, you know, it took all I could to keep up with him and to knock him down, give him that pig. And so that's been pretty cool, having somebody to help me with the videos. It means I can do more and bring you better videos, because you get some shots that I can't get all by myself. Unfortunately, we didn't get very good drone shots because it got wet and we weren't able to get to turn back on. It's fine, but me and my drones, I like kill a drone a video. So we weren't able to fly over me paddling while I was paddling, unfortunately. But it turned out pretty good. It's like half paddling adventure and half building the thing. 30 minutes long. Great video. I think you guys are really gonna love it. And what time is it? Is it time? Oh, 2 or 3 more minutes. I don't know if you can see it from here, but you recognize the ends of the paddle ends? Cold steel for the win once again. Cold steel kayak paddle. Use it if you got it. I think I'm going to start carrying 2 of them just in case I need to build a kayak paddle next time. The water in the ocean was not as cold as the ice water I jumped through to test that survival kit. I tell you, it was actually kind of warm. I had my new bogs or muck boots or whatever they are. I can't tell the difference between the 2 of them anyway. That I got, and so I got the ones with the higher rubber on them, so that, you know, in the end I actually just dipped my heels in the water. It kind of added a little bit of stability. And I was thinking of actually driving. You'll see when you're watching the video. I was thinking of actually driving a stake through the boat at that level, so I could just put my feet right onto it. Because I wouldn't mind having, when you put your feet up onto the deck, it's a little wobbly, and I could get used to it. But so I think it's about that time. We got some people are dropping off. Everybody's getting bored listening to me. They wanna pop into the video. And I don't want to bore you any more than I have to. So, let's see. Oh, yeah, I want to save that. Save. Close. And bring up the video. There it is. Make it public. And it'll be up. Let's see, everything looks good. 87 days. Publish. It'll be up in like 20 seconds. So you guys can skip on over to that. And I don't know what else to say, but thank you guys so much for this wonderful year of, you know, your views, your comments. I've learned a lot from a lot of you. You know, people noticing things and mentioning things. Okay. So, Merry Christmas. Enjoy today's video. And have a great time with your family. I'm going to go have a great time with my family in Vermont. Me and the girls are heading there. And and a Happy New Year. Because I won't see you until after the New Year. Because I'm going to be there in Vermont. And then if I do put out a video, it'll just be a random thing. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next year.